Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Couple Heroes 2 replay straight from Live Games lobbies. Bottom left side as the blue OKW player, we got a foreign name. On top right side as the red British forces, we got Daronic. Or Daronic? Daronic? I can feel the word in different syllables. I've always been bad at looking at words and determining whether or not what syllable I should split the word into. Like, how should I split the word into syllables? We do have the Tactical Support Regiment, which does give access to raid sections. Sandbags being built now. Why does it feel like the mini-map is sideways? But it is not. It is actually a square that's not diagonal. It feels weird, honestly. I don't know why, with a map like this, I feel like the map is just side diagonal, but it's not. Am I crazy for thinking it like that? Probably. Either way, fuel sector now being captured on up.
Point secure. Maintains in position.
Intersection may find the Volksgrenadiers. They will pop into the light cover grenadier. Finish off the heavy cover is probably a good idea. Does eat quite a bit of damage there. Spreads out. So he went for both the light cover and the heavy cover. Not a good or bad thing. With the heavy cover there, it's hard to tell whether or not it will be flanking in some angles. Maybe half the guys flanking, the other half will not. Got double raid section point of view. This guy's loaded up in the back of the Universal Carrier, which is clearly an upgrade from the previous game's Bren Carrier, because it can carry more than Bren's. Raid section now pushed away forward. Raid section of 5-man squads are not adversely affected by not being covered. But I don't know if their target size is still the same. One of those squads that are not available for me to be in the game files due to the nature of it being the game files, the mod editor is severely outdated. Does say the Strom Pioneer there. Universal Carrier may go down. Raid section will probably take out the Kuvagen. And does utilize repair there. So the Kuvagen falling back like that is actually a good call by the OKW player. Of course, it does spot the Universal Carrier and repair, which so we can get a lot of free damage there. The problem is pushing forward towards raid section region's not good. Another raid section deployed in the field. The Kuvagen needs to rotate over here. Got some decent damage there. He is being hyper aggressive. I like this, but also thinking it's a really bad idea. He knows what he's getting into. That's not some sort of new play. He's trying to pick this thing off.
The capture point is being overrun.
Raid section behind some good heavy cover. Looks like 3 out of 4 guys are firing. Does push forward. Inf section is behind some of this railing there. Now the raid section's in open ground was not a good idea. Sticking back here with like 3 out of 4 guys firing is probably perfectly fine, honestly. Because heavy cover not only reduces the received accuracy by 50% like light cover, but also receive the damage you take by 50% as well. So my offhand math suggests that sticking the heavy cover with only 3 out of 4 guys firing is probably better than advancing forward to light cover. Of course, my offhand math can be incorrect. This squad here is utilizing the mine placement there. Does interrupt it, replacing it down. And since it is an ability, it is not scaled by the number of models to cast it. So this 2-man squad can build it just as quickly as 5 members. Strom Pioneers advancing. Does get a bit of fire there on the Kuvagen. Again, we're charging forward, trying to capture the sector. And the Strom Pioneers got a nice little flank there. A good 1-2-3 punch. If you count the Vicana Warfare just walking forward to capture the sector as a punch.
We're losing a capture point.
Intersection does advance towards heavy cover there.
Is available.
So that may be within point blank, but probably not.
Along our front line.
Volksgrenadiers advancing. And the intersection squad does fall back.
Promotion! Good-o! Under fire! Enemy squad has us targeted! Let's be off! Ready to roll!
Sherman Pioneers taking a bit of damage there. Minesweepers out. Need to pack that up. The Kenilworth gets inside the garrison. I don't think that was a great idea. Yeah, I think it would have had better time setting on up on the open ground. Would have got the shot off much easier. Push forward like this is not necessary with the Kenilworth nearby. Does get a shot there. Took a free shot. He didn't need to. Could let these forces push forward, clear it out. Brennan Carrier does escape on out of there. Walking, now versus 1, firing away. The Kenilworth needs to get out of that garrison. Though it does withdraw a lot of fire from being inside of there. Does get out of the garrison. Even though it can't fight back really. Wouldn't take too much damage from the Royal Engineers. We do now have a SWS half-track on the build queue. He has selected the Overwatch doctrine. Could see some Jaeger light infantry. He has a decent amount of fuel reserve as well. It makes me wonder he's actually going for mechanized HQ. On this side of the building, there's actually 3 windows. That's actually pretty good. Not great for a 5-man Volksgrenadiers, but 4-man intersection wouldn't be half bad. If they have slot eye weapons, that can help change the math as well. Slot weapons are basically a form of zeal.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Repairs complete and everything works.
Universal carrier has been... Whoops. I hit a button.
Point. They're trying to take it.
I trying the backspace button because I still feel like the map is diagonal, so I'm trying to hit double backspace to revert it back. Sandbags do get destroyed. He does now have the bridge player does have some medics on the field. Raid sections don't believe they get any healing out of combat. We got a squad of Jaeger light infantry now deployed in the field. We're seeing a bit of fire from these infantry sections. Throws out a Molotov. Raid sections falling back. Take a bit of damage. Possibly this one getting wiped. Sherman Pioneers not really trying to pursue it properly, but does get it wiped out. Very nice. Volksgrenadiers slowly being picked off, but the raid section not doing all too well either. Sherman Pioneers on the retreat path. There's only 2 guys left there. Gullwagen goes down. Good shot there onto the Universal Carrier. It looks like the raid section will skip on out there. Sherman Pioneers catches Central VP and falls back. He goes salvage a carcass, but it's going to be in combat, so Ball just push forward to the well. Oh well. Does inside the garrison. 1 win on the side, so it's not a great garrison for a infantry squad. Perfectly fine for an MG. And for the OKW player, he has gone for Battle Group HQ. Has a lot of fuel stored on up. No SWS half-track in the build queue. Sections getting focused right down that Jaeger line tree quite significantly. Once then, the Volksgrenadiers get inside that garrison, and there's only 1 window side. Not like it's a squad over there. Though they got this guy pushed way forward. Another Jaeger light infantry deployed in the field. No G43 upgrade. It is available. Does eat the Molotov or drink it. It's in a bottle. You should not drink Molotovs. You shouldn't be making Molotovs either way. You know it's very easy. I actually have an uncle who's in prison he's from Kentucky, and he manufactured and sold fireworks, which is illegal.
Threatening a capture point.
So don't do that either. We do now have the Storm Pioneers now engaging the intersection here, the raid section.
Forward base.
Does force him back. He does have access to forward observation post. This can give him some very powerful abilities, including the artillery cover ability. Jaeger Infantry still do not have their G43 upgrade. One is being upgraded now. Blue should definitely get SW's half-track on the field. Gera Panzer Quarters is very good to lock down parts of the map, such as the field sector.
Firing, little bastards. You have orders.
Universal Carrier does get force on back at the platoon or company command post here. This last intersection could go for pyrotechnics, not only get some good spotting, but also bring in the artillery barrages.
The new company command post is ready.
That's better. Back at full strength.
Going for another landmine there, very nice. He's declaring that land as mined. Volksgrenadiers get a nice little flank there on the intersection. It looks like they did get a bit behind heavy cover, but overall they're just advancing. Molotov there. He's gone for a third squad of Jaeger Infantry. I sort of disagree with that. They're nice squads, but now he has 5 combat squads in the field, when he should honestly be eyeing to tech up. He is getting a good job done. He's right now fighting against 4 intersections. But his opponent does have, of course, we know about the company command post, and he has can get out of Cromwell. Cromwell could be very nice right now. Thank you for the follow,
Enemy causing
L
trouble,
Star.
trying to take
L
one
Star.
of our points.
Yeah, Ellie Star. Which that name, way too much. Jaeger Light Infantry advance along the flank there. Force back the raid section intersection there. This one does, of course, need to fall back as well. Medics provide some good healing. Got a Centaur here. Well, I think right now, if it wasn't for the OKW's current composition, no sheer Panzer squad on the field, I would generally say, nice landmine. I would generally say a Cromwell would be better because he doesn't have an anti-tank asset on the field. But with our Castle Vision, we know that there is no sheer Panzer quarters, so the threat of a Panzer IV is not exactly imminent. So, good call by the British player. He may have realized there's no sheer Panzer quarters on the field. But I still think a Cromwell would be a little bit better because I have a bit more longevity compared to the Centaur. But the Centaur will get some good work done. Only threat to it right now is, of course, 2 Panzerfaust, or now 1 Panzerfaust, and the Vulkanwerfer. Good there.
Ready for orders.
A capture point
Jaeger
is
Line
being
Tree.
overrun.
Do receive a Molotov there. Destroys the sandbag once again. Centaur now pulled on the field, going for another Vulkanwerfer. So right now the British player is in pretty good position. I really don't like the poor decision making of the OKW player. And now the OKW player is going to receive a lot of damage because of the lack of a Panzer IV. Though double Vulkanwerfer can be nice, but the Vulkanwerfer will come off map. He's also now going to get some good splash hits there. No Malt, or there's the... Where's the Panzerfaust? There's the Panzerfaust heading back on home. Actually a bit farther away than expected.
Ready for anything.
The base flax getting some damage there, getting some good reinforcement here. Here's another Vulkanwerfer, just a move it forward. Gets a good hit there. Panzerstrike comes out and
Ready to go.
goes down to the Vulkanwerfer. That was really horribly played. Horrible control there. He should not have dived like that. I think he had trouble moving out of the way because it was sort of inside the Vulkanwerfer as well, but the British player threw that away.
Our capture
I
point
still don't like the
is trying to
OKW's
take it.
decision making Everything's just gone crap. OKW player should get out of sheer panzer quarters. Go too soon. This landmine has been swept by the nearby Sturm Pioneer. Which, yep, that did get recamouflaged. Got a range, so it'll hit itself. Not going to capture this point entirely. Pushing forward, all the raid sections back at home. The double Vicanium Warfare is now not super useful. And it's now the British player hopefully realized that his opponent doesn't have sheer panzer quarters. Well, still probably should play around the fact that there's no sheer panzer quarters. I'm thinking Churchill. I do have a bias towards Churchills, but maybe behind the Churchill Crocodile could be a good alternative. But I honestly sort of soured on Churchill Crocodiles and Churchill AVREs. They don't have the same longevity as regular Churchill 7s. They may be both, all those may be Churchills, but the AVRE and the Churchill Crocodile actually have less health, more armor compared to regular Churchills. So they're actually a little bit more fragile than you expect. Well, regular Churchills, they just tank everything. There's a landmine there I thought I saw. Maybe, yep, there was the landmine. Got blew up by the Panzerschreck. I knew the minesweepers. I was like, I didn't. Was that landmine there or not? But it was. Jaeger infantry is now following him back. Raid section's falling back as well. He could try getting some weapon upgrades onto them. They can be upgraded to Vickers K's. Cost 120 missions. Oh, we got the forward observation post. Forward observation post deployed out here. Which now that makes a bit more sense why he's not going to up and upgrade. Since that's 120 munitions across 3 squads, that's expensive. But no, it's really nice. All of these abilities. This ability is actually very nice. You can get the ever so powerful artillery cover ability. Yes, this ability is still in game, just make it a little bit more difficult to access. Great Panzerschreck shot there. Medicals wise, meh, that's not great. Smoke artillery, actually not bad. It's quite reasonable. Or reconnaissance overflight, not bad. And of course, you got this strafing run here. Single aircraft strafing around. Which the sheer panzer quarter is still not on the field. Just shoot it down. Does spot the sheer panzer quarters. We'll get some damage onto it. Doesn't have anything to destroy it with though. And when it comes to the design aspect, when it comes to the forward observation posts, overall, I don't like it. It's an ability to squeeze out more abilities into a doctrine, and I don't like it. It's a way to get past the 5 ability. That's why a lot of the extra abilities on units should be a bit more tailor scaled down. Like a single like strafing pass when a forward loiter, because this is basically here's 5 abilities minus 1, then add 5 more.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Especially now where in pyrotechnic squads can also already bring in the smoke artillery, so it's redundant.
Gun tank ready for action.
Where I go Carmel on the field. I probably should stop complaining about it. Volksgrenadiers do take a bit of damage there. They do fall back. 2 Jaeger infantry in the background. Getting some good damage. Force back from the squads. These guys can fall back. There's no heavy cover there. The well has been fully destroyed. Oh well. Jaeger infantry now advancing. 2 Vicanium Warfers nearby. Sturm Pioneers move around. Minesweeper is out, so able to spot the landmines. He does spot the Carmel. Sturm Pioneer needs to fall back. Possible they get wiped out. Vicanium Warfare gets 1 shot on in. The other one does miss. That one appears to miss. And now we do have a single mortar on the field. Good shot there onto the Vickers K. There's only 1 guy that fire out this way. No guys can fire out this guy. Wait. 1 window on this side and 3 on this side. In other words, he should get out of the garrison and run away.
A capture point is being overrun.
Possibly gets wiped there, but Jaeger infantry not. Oh, never mind. Jaeger infantry not really known to wipe out retreating squads, but in this case, the snipe shot does connect.
Emplacement under attack.
Now got the sector assault being summoned. The Cromwell could be hit here. The mortar placement.
Enemy causing
Oh,
trouble.
it's trying to hit
Try
the Bren
take
carrier
all our
first.
points.
We kind of work for setting on up. Try to get some good shots there. Gets a good hit. No Panzerfaust in the Legion. This is the outside exterior radius. We may see a Panzerfaust onto the Cromwell now. Panzerfaust connects. Good strafe there. Panzerstrike misses. The Panzerstrike hit. That would have killed it off. Throws smoke around there with Cromwell. Very nice. We may see some more anti-infantry strafes. Suppressive fire ability, so we may see anti-tank strafe here.
Emplacement is being attacked.
Those Incendiary Grenade on the mortar emplacement. Seeing it's already just came off brace, it should get some good damage onto it. The Sturm Pioneers being ripped apart. They're fully ripped apart in pieces. We do now have a Panzer IV in the build queue for the OKW player. Very nice. Will be perfectly fine versus the Cromwell. He almost enough fuel for another Panzer IV. I do think double Panzer IV is better than going for a single Panther. He canceled the Panzer IV. Don't go for a Panther, please. I can see an argument for King Tiger start getting towards the mechanized HQ, but I don't think a Panther would be super great right now.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Good shot there, and the 3-inch mortar does go down.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Vickers on the build queue for the British player. He did lose his regular infantry section as well. He did salvage the carcass of the Centaur. And the British player cancels the Vickers and going for the assault officer.
Carrier ready to move on. Cherry infantry firing at us. Cheeky buggers.
We do now have the Cromwell has hold fire turned on for some odd reason. Watch it turn off hold fire. We got our first fall back there. Jaeger infantry do fall back. OKW Panzer IV in the build queue once again. Oh, nice little flare trap. Not very useful anymore. It is a flare that does 0 damage. Great shot there onto the Jaeger infantry. It does get them fully wiped out. He does use heroic charge onto the, onto the intersection. I don't know why I thought heroic charge was a vet 1 ability, but that's just Comp Heroes 1, not 2. Roll some misses there. Assault section push way forward. Assault officer, I should say. We got also the strafing run being brought on in. Gets a great strafe there. It's pinning down both the Jaeger infantry. His HQ is a wooden structure, so it can easily be taken out. Cromwell straight forward. It is slightly wounded, so this Panzerstrike could get some good work done onto it. Does get it bounced on the Panzer IV. Does get a pen there. I don't know if that's enough to be so the Panzer IV take out in 3 shots. The Sturm Pioneer needs to fall back now. Gets strafed as well. Does spot the British HQ there. Throws a round into it. It is wooden, like I said, so it's easy to take out. 6-pounder gets a good shot there. Good rear armor hit there. Another pen there. 1 shot and the Panzer IV goes down. And that Panzer IV goes down quite decisively. And with that, the OKW player does surrender. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.